in a fairyland called Murder. There's, well, a paintbrush, really.
Welcome to part one of my Tabletop World collection of buildings. What I'm going to do with this series is I'm going to show you each cottage in more detail, what each house and building looks like, and then I'm going to show you the finished product once I've painted them. So this is the Cottage II. It's a one-bedroomed house and it's made by Tabletop World. I'll leave all the links below the videos so you can take a look at their website, but I just wanted to show you the first one, and this is from medieval times, and it's total stonework with wood effect and a tiled roof. I will go around the miniature. It's very highly detailed. It's made from resin. Absolutely beautiful miniature. I have 3 of these to paint first. The detail is amazing. You've got a little water trough there, a little box with little apples in there, a sack, pumpkins, seats. And what's very nice about these miniatures as well is they come fully interioured as well. So you've got the roof with all the wood, and you've got a nice wood floor with the windows, and the inside, the door with a little hearth, like a cooking place there. So you can put your little minis in, and the roof just goes back on like so. So what I'm going to do on each of these videos, I will show you the actual miniature I'm going to paint, and then we'll come and I'll show you the finished product. On certain videos throughout the series, what I'll do is I might show you a little tutorial on how I painted the roof, or how I painted the brickwork, or certain little items. So here we have the finished miniature, and I had so much fun painting this mini, and the detail just fantastic. I have put a Reaper miniature, one of the Reaper miniatures, townsfolk, next to the building so you get a sense of scale for the miniature. And you see I've got the little pumpkins and sweet corn, little apples. Absolutely beautiful. So I'll give you a 360 of the miniature. I've done a nice red terracotta style roof. I've been asked to paint all the buildings with red roofs, and I think that will be fantastic because it means the whole town that I'm painting, it'll all match in once finished and will look superb. These miniatures are super nice. They aren't the cheapest of miniatures, that's for sure. I mean, I can't afford to buy them at the minute. I will be purchasing myself some in the future, but it'll be just 1 or 2 for my own personal collection. But as you can see, they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'll be doing a video every Sunday of a different house from Tabletop World until I finish the complete set that I've got to paint. And we are looking at least 20 or 30 videos. There's a lot of work and houses to paint, but oh my, I am so enjoying these. In fact, I don't want to send them to the person who bought them. Okay, let's have a little look-see at the interior, shall we? So I've done all the interior as well. As you can see, the wood's all been done inside. Very nice. And of course, I've done the interior. The interior is quite simple, but very effective. Super cool. It's what I will say. One thing about painting the interiors is it's really difficult. Really difficult, and I'll tell you why. You try to get your paintbrush. I'll give you an example now. Let me grab a paintbrush, and you're trying to get your paintbrush at this angle to paint the bottoms of the windows. It can be very hard. I would not recommend these miniatures for a beginner. Mainly because of the price, and they are very difficult to paint, the interiors of these miniatures. So yes, I'm not stopping you from buying them, but they are not the easiest of miniatures to paint. They are for the more advanced artist who can get into the little crevices, and I'm only saying that because of the price of these miniatures. You don't want to spend all that money as a beginner and then ruin the miniature because you haven't quite built up your skills. It does take a little bit of time to build up your skills, but practice on a cheaper miniature until you know you're ready to go on to something like this, because it would be heartbreaking if you spent all this money on one of these miniatures and you made a bit of a mess with the paintwork. So I would recommend these to a little bit more advanced miniature artist. But if you got the money to spend, then buy the whole town, because I would. But just be careful, because that is not easy to paint in there. I mean, that's just a basic tabletop standard paint, but it was still very, very difficult just to get those painted because of the angle and to get your brush inside. All my Tabletop World miniatures that I'm painting, by the way, I am doing them all freehand. I am not using any airbrushes. I don't want to go down the airbrush route. I'm not even using a spray-on primer. Everything is brushed on, because I enjoy that more. When you use a brush, you feel you're one with the miniature. But that's what I like to do anyway. So anyway, this is my first build. I hope you enjoyed it. These are just short and sweet videos. There will be a few photos to show you the miniature. Next week there will be the next building on the list. I hope you join every Sunday to watch the videos. If you become my patron, you get to see the videos a week early, and also through my Patreon you can talk to me and you can tell me what you like, what you'd like to see, what videos you'd like to see, and I help you with all your painting. You can ask me questions and I always reply to everybody. And if you're very, very lucky, sometimes there is a commission painting slot open and I can paint your miniatures for you. At the minute I'm totally sold out, but very rarely I do have a slot open. So until next time.
Goodbye, my fellow ones. Sleep well. Dream of evil paintbrushes.